We have with us also Rich Jacobs, and Rich put together a book. I don't know, do you do the writing or other people do the writing and you put it together? But Rich Jacobs has a project called Get Free, Stay Free. I believe, David, you're going to introduce him, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's a challenging time for ministries like ours. Our ministries, an incarnational ministry, we come in the flesh into prisons and we meet people. We can't do that. But with every challenge comes an opportunity. So Rich Jacobs, would you please come on up here? We've got 10 minutes. Rich is going to share briefly. You can talk to him afterwards. But the book, I bought a book from Ryan Forbes last night after he spoke. And we have the possibility next year at this time to have a table full of books with 10 stories, interviews with people who've been touched by Yoke Fellowship Prison Ministry. The thing I like best about these conferences is hearing those testimonies, 10 of them. So Rich, tell us how that works. Rich has been working for 20 years for DOC at Graterford, now Phoenix. So go ahead, sir. Okay.
Thank you. So Rich Jacobs started at Graterford close to 20 years ago. Have the pleasure of knowing Freddie Knoll here, who, by the way, has spent 49 years of his life in the prison system. About 10 years ago, I got really a message of getting stories of hope and transformation told only by those who have been in prison. So the bottom line is this vision, which is very strong and very clear, and it wasn't taking traction until the last couple of years, and I actually prayed to God right before Christmas, Lord, please take this from me because I can't get it to go where you want it to go. So Get Free and Stay Free. The vision is to create publishing material similar to Chicken Soup for the Soul, inspiration stories. And being inside of the prison system for 20 years, starting out as a correctional officer and then being a vocational school teacher for the past 15 years, I'm convinced that it's these stories, that's all we have. Everybody has an incredible story. And if we could get those powerful, relevant stories into the minds and the hearts of the men and women inside the prison system, that we can actually help change some lives. So Pastor Dave Lewis from our area up in the Gilbertsville area, Pastor Lewis built up a tiny little church over the years to one of the two biggest churches in our areas. And we've known each other for about 10 years as well. So the bottom line is, get free and stay free. Stories of hope and transformation told only by certain people. So in other words, the first edition I put together, and I can tell you there's a lot of work involved with putting these books together. Pastor Lewis has been working on a book just for Yoke Fellowship Prison Ministry for the past 9 months, and it'll probably be about another 3 months. And I have very clear visions that this book, that all 10 of your stories in the book for Yoke Fellowship Prison Ministry is right from men and women that you have served. And there's no better way, especially in this climate of the pandemic and stuff, to get these books available. So the bottom line for me is that, and for us, is once Dave finishes this book, these powerful stories, if we could rise up together, I'm also a volunteer with Yoke Fellow underneath Freddie Knoll and Mr. Jones, and if we could get behind this book and have perhaps put a committee together, a book launching committee, because you can make the best mousetrap in the world, or the better mousetrap, and if nobody knows about it. But I'm convinced that if we can get a small team together that knows marketing, and even if we don't know marketing, we'll learn marketing, and put this book on the bookshelf, so to speak, so that we can get it into the hands of the prisoners, not only in the state of Pennsylvania, but there's no reasons why tens of thousands of these books can go throughout the whole country, and that you can inspire other prison ministries across the country. And there's also a beneficial, there's also a benefit of financial as well, because in this day and age of self-publishing, unlike the old days where you had to order 1,000 or 10,000 books and then your family members buy them, and then the other 900 or 9,000 copies sit in the basement. You know, those days are done. You can order one book, print on demand, professional looking book, and then you can also take these books to conferences, and it can help so that if nothing else, you get the book for free to any prisoner in the country if you believe enough in it to go that route. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll be here the rest of the day if anybody would like to be part of a small committee that can say, you know what, I believe in this one. This, you know, we can do something with this one from the comfort of our own home, working from our laptops. So thank you very much.
Fascinating project. Dave's been, I know, put a lot of energy into pulling stories together and all of that. So Rich and Dave, thank you for that. It does have incredible potential. So it's fascinating to see how God planted that seed and kept it alive and brought some connections. Praise the Lord for that.